Hey everybody, here we are for round one. We've lost the die roll, so we are playing second. We've got ourselves a pair of 2-drops and our two most expensive cards. But we've got a Leaf Gilder, so we can go Forest, Plains, I think into Freeblade, depending on what we draw. And then Gilder, and then next turn, as long as we have land Outland Colossus, seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty good. Let's just hope he doesn't play anything. And that way our plan will be ruined. Well, there's the land we want. Let's hope he doesn't have a 2-drop. Of course he does. He's got himself a Subterranean Scout. So we will drop a Topin Freeblade. And then maybe another one, who knows? Foundry of the Consoles. Alright, he didn't attack, so we could trade the Freeblade with that. If we put down the Gilder, we have the Colossus next turn. So actually, yeah, the Gilder needs to come down. Gilder, go! Outland Colossus, and then we take over the game, especially if he's just on mono red at the moment, because I don't think there's anything that would beat it. Four-drop, Enthralling Victor. Gonna take my Topin Freeblade. Gonna take my Leaf Gilder. Okay. Hit me for 2. Totally fine. Not gonna kill it. Kinda need it. Kinda want it. Because we're gonna drop an Outland Colossus. Boom! And then I'm actually going to come in with the Freeblade. Because I'd like him to have as empty a board as possible. And we actually get Sentinel next turn as well. This is bad news for him. So, if he leaves up mana, I need to be careful attacking in next turn, because he could have a Titan Strength, which would just trade and kill the Outland Colossus. Yeah. That's a pretty big tell, so we're just going to play Sentinel and pass the turn. Not attacking into that. That was the biggest tell I've seen. Now I assume he's 2 colors. I assume he's not mono red. We're going to tap the Enthralling Victor. He's going to tap out for a Seismic Elemental. Beautiful. Because I'm going to bash in for 10. Actually, yeah, let's just Wild Instincts here. It's Wild Instincts. Bash in for 12. I'm going to have a 12-12. Actually, yeah, get in for another 2. Bash in for 14, take him to 6. Drop a Topin Freeblade. Seems good. Seems good. There we go. So we pretty resoundingly won there. I think it was the Leaf Gilder that really kind of did it for us there. Just being able to get those 2 big bombs out right away. So we've seen a Foundry of the Consoles. I'm not sure how you pronounce that word. Enthralling Victor, Subterranean Scout. That's about it. So, and a Seismic Elemental. So I guess he's he wants to be aggressive-ish. Maybe, kind of, a little. So maybe put in a Hitch Claw. It'll block basically everything we saw of his except for the Seismic Elemental. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Well, here's another starting hand that's actually fairly decent, considering I've been getting so many 2-land hands in my opening hands, just playing for fun and playing at the store and whatnot. Seeing 3 is awesome. Seeing 3 with stuff I can play, even better. Even better. White! Okay, so he's probably red-white. Good to know. Play a Forest. Pass the turn. And then we can go Plains, Gilder, Plains, Empath. hopefully Sentinel or Colossus again. What's the turn 2 play going to be? Hopefully not Free Blade, because that's awful. Oh, he's mono white now. Consul's Lieutenant. Yeah, that's a bit worse, actually. That's a bit worse, actually. Leaf Gilder, go, go, go. You are going to get a Renowned Lieutenant. I will take the 2. Oh, you've got yourself a Boggart Brute. What do I do? I play the Empath and hope for something good. And then I start using removal. What do we get on top? Plains. Bottom, bottom? Yep, bottom, bottom. Reveal off the top a Leaf Gilder. Cool. It's not the worst, it's not the best. So I'm going to take 7 here. Oh, it's going to hurt. Oh, I'm going to take 9. Going to go to 9. Wow, that's bad news. Baddest of news. Baddest of news. Yep. Let's go to 9. Ooh, Enshrouding Mist. Okay, that's going to start to help out. So I can Enshrouding Mist, kill the Lieutenant with the Llanowar Empath. So that's that white mana. That leaves me with 4 mana. So I've got a Bonds or I've got an Instincts. So I could Instincts kill the Brute. Instincts kill the Brute. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I could Instincts kill the Lieutenant. But blocking the Brute is much harder because it's got the Menace. Yeah, let's do that. And pass the turn. Please, no Seismic Elemental. Thank you. So yeah, I will block the Lieutenant. Take 4. Go to 5. Oh, what's he got? A Celestial Flare. What a jerk. What a jerk. Take 4. Alright, so I could Suppression Bond Celestial Flare. I am so behind the 8 ball here. If I come back from this, it's going to be crazy. In for 3. Well, guess what? I've got a Celestial Flare too. Clear board. And I top deck a land. So let's drop the Leaf Gilder. Let's drop the Orchard Spirit. Let's get in for 2. And let's hope for something good. Seismic Elemental. Alright, so we're going to have to double block that. Dwynen's Elite. Alright, sounds fine. Let's fly in the air for 2. So yeah, we can double block the Elemental. So that's okay. Colossus would be nice. Sentinel would be nice. Forest is kind of dumb. It's flying for 2. Just got to do that 7 more times. Don't you dare flare it. Don't you dare flare it. Are you gonna flare it? Are you gonna shoot it? Fiery Impulse? You gonna sack your Consul's Lieutenant and Fiery Conclusion it? Celestial Flare it is. Alright, it's dead. Good job. He was legitimately afraid of a 2/2 flyer. Good to know. Good to know. In with Seismic, eh? Well, we're gonna go blocky, 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 and blocky. Because I don't trust him to not have something crazy. And whether I have my mana ramp or not doesn't terribly matter. Because I've got the 6 mana. And I mean, let's face it, I'm at a point where I either top deck the Colossus or the Sentinel, or else I lose. Hitchclaw isn't exactly there. Let's get in for 1 with my Elf Warrior. He went to tap mana. Does he have Celestial Flare again? Oh. Oh, Hixus. Alright. Yeah, that's going to kill the Elf Warrior. Then I'm going to have to block Hixus. That's gross. That's gross. So, Sentinel, please be on top. Please be on top. On top is a forest. Well, we're not dead yet, actually. We're basically there. We are basically there, and if he's got a Titan Strength, which I would kind of expect him to. Nope, no Titan Strength. Well, we get another turn. We get another turn with an Orchard Spirit. Get to keep drawing towards that Sentinel. Held on surprisingly well for how much we stumbled there. Getting hit for 9 that one turn was bad. Okay, what you doing? There's nothing in red or white that gives trample. So, what's your plan here? Why are you taking so long? And why do you have so many cards in hand? So many cards in hand. Oh, there we go. No tricks, no nothing. Plays a land. And then drops a J-Made Tome. Alright. If you say so. Yeah, there we go. Now we're dead. That sucked. Flooded out. Topin Freeblade. Land, land, land. Yeah, that was bad. Bad news. So, Hixus. Celestial Flares up the wazoo. You know what? I like Ox. I like Ox to stop the Consul's Lieutenant and such. I like it more than Hitchclaw. So I think we'll go with that. I could maybe even see putting the other Celestial Flare in. Over what? Well, not terribly over anything. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's hope for another good starting hand. I'll play first. It's an okay hand. There's no 2s, but there's 2 3s, and there's land, so I'll keep it. Is our opponent going to go to 6? They're thinking about it, or they've walked away to get a drink. One of the two. They keep their 7, so we're going to go Forest, and we're going to go past the turn. Then we're going to go Plains and pass the turn, and then we're going to go probably Wardens, maybe Aven, who knows. We'll have to see what happens on his turn too. They are both 1/3s, but one is probably guaranteed to get in against him, and one is probably not. Subterranean Scout. Let's go with the Aven, because then I can go Wardens, get the Aven Renown, draw a card. That sounds good to me. Attacking in. Not attacking in. Attacking in. Well, you've got a trick, so you are free to do that. Boggart Brute. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Valeran Wardens. In with the Aven. Become renowned. Draw a card. It's a forest, which I kind of needed. Enshrouding Mist can untap my Aven, make it a 3/5. Not too shabby. Amperin Tactician. Well, that's gross. So I'll take 4 off the Brute, and I'll untap the Aven to kill the Subterranean Scout, I think. Untap the Aven. Block and kill the Scout. Take 4. Eva's Force Mage. Pump up the Warden. Swing in. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. He either loses the Tactician or I get a pretty darn big Warden. I get a pretty darn big Warden, and I draw a card. And it's an Orchard Spirit, and we put down a Free Blade. 14-14, and I've got flyers on my side. And pretty soon a Somberwald Alpha. Potentially next turn a Somberwald Alpha, actually. Foundry of the Consuls, sure thing. Sure thing. I have very little respect for that card. I've been beaten by it, but I just don't like it. Swift Reckoning, yep, my Wardens are dead. Good job. Good job. Coming in with the Menace and the... Wow. That seems greedy. I'll take 6. I will take the 6. So he's holding up a whatchamadoodle, Celestial Flare. So I will pop down the Alpha. And then I'll attack with everybody and sack the Force Mage, I think. Play your Flare. No Flare. Okay. 8 all. 8 all. With a Somberwald Alpha on the board. Four drop. Charging Griffin. Sure. No concern of mine. That seems really greedy. Are you sure you want to do that? Go to 5, then I get to attack in. He blocks 2, 4, 5 would come through. He would go to 3. He would have just a Menace left. Yeah, I like that. I guess he still has a Flare Up. He still has a Flare Up. In fact, he's going to flare right now, isn't he? Sure is. Sure is. All right, that's fine. Come on, Wild Instincts. Or Sentinel. Sentinel will do it. So, I go in. Does he block is the question. Or if I go in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he probably would feel that he had to block, which would get rid of the Griffin. Sentinel, tap down the Menace, block the thingy. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan. White 5. So I cannot give trample, unfortunately. But we'll go in with everybody. If he calls my bluff and doesn't block, then I lose, right? No, I still don't lose, because I tap, block, I take 3. Still don't lose. So he cannot profitably block anything, because that's going to become a 4-3. So 2-4, I could pay the mana, and 2 more would go through. He'd go down to 2. Now I'm fine with not giving trample and just dropping a sentinel. Tap the brute, block the tactician, and we're in a very good spot with the trample. A very good spot with the trample. Now, that being said, we could just get burned out. Who knows? Who knows? We're going to tap the brute. Can't imagine he would attack in with the tactician. He can make 2 Thopters, but that's not going to stop a whole bunch of trample damage. Leaf Gilder and an Orchard Spirit. Yeah, in with everything. In with everything. What? Oh, okay, he's going to make Thopters, right. If he blocks, he's in a lot of trouble. I mean, if he doesn't block, he's in a lot of trouble too, right? Because I'm just going to give trample to whatever he blocks the Thopters. Alright, so he's going to block like that. So I win just by giving the Sentinel trample, right? Yeah. So we're going to go Sentinel, trample. And we're going to go him, trample. Boom! All of the trample damages. We win! We took it down. All right. That felt good. That felt good. We're 1-0. Next match is starting pretty soon, so I will see you guys for match 2, where hopefully we keep this going and I turn my records around.